Hi everyone, welcome to another month of A Year in Cards. This month we're going to be making some cards that are sort of like cards with gifts. Not necessarily just gift cards, but other things on or inside the card that can be used as a gift to the recipient. So one of my first ideas, you hear that car driving past, one of my first ideas is taking some embellishments that you've bought and making them into some sort of magnet that they can use on the refrigerator or on a metal board in their office or on a filing cabinet, something like that. So I'm going to start out by making the card, and then we'll put these embellishments on the card as a last step, and then, make a little note on the card that says, for your magnetic personality or something like that. So I've started out with a card base. This is just some textured cardstock from American Crafts. This is from their Neutrals collection. And I just folded it down to a standard size card, and I made it fold on the short side. I'm going to start by stamping on some white cardstock with the Ledger stamp from Hero Arts. This is one of their cling stamps, so it's it's unmounted and you put it on your acrylic block. I'm going to start out with some, press that down. I'm going to start out with some charcoal ink from Colorbox, and I'm going to do a stamp off technique because I don't want this ink at full strength until I'm ready for it. So, and I don't mind if it's a little bit messy, so I'm just going to put it down like this, kind of rub it once, and then I'm going to turn it right over and rub it again. I'm going to try to get it really on there. I'm mostly just looking for kind of there we go, a muted texture. And I'm really going to use like this section right here, so it's okay that I've got that little spot right there. Okay, now I'm going to stamp the sentiment that I want for the card. And it's going to be from this stamp set from Hero Arts. This is their, essential messages. And it has just a bunch of different sentiments on it, so it really is all of your essential messages. I'm going to use one from this pack. I'm going to use, just wanted to let you know that you're fabulous. And I'm going to put it at kind of an angle down here. Okay, so I've got this little piece here, I've cut it down. And I've also got some pattern paper. This is from Cosmo Cricket's The Boyfriend Collection. And I'm going to be putting it down here at the bottom with this underneath, a little bit of ribbon, and then I put the 3 embellishments down here. Okay, and I'm going to take some magnets. These magnets are from Basic Gray, but what might even be better is if you had like some magnetic paper or something like that. Like Quick Cut sells some in like magnetic sheets. That would probably be even better because you can make it the exact size that you want underneath these. But to make it easier on me, since I already have this, I'm going to get some of these magnets out. Okay, and I'm just going to stick this magnet over top. Just kidding, I'm going to stick it this direction. Okay, and then I'm just going to, whoa, yeah, that was really strong. Then stick it on like that, and then I can peel off, the backer sheet. And I'll be able to put the embellishment right where I want it. I'm not going to stick it down too hard yet because I want to get the rest of them on there first, but okay, now I'll press these down. And then when they want to take it off the card, they just take it off like that. You can put the magnet back on. Just like that. Okay, I'm going to adhere this over top, just like that. So I need some dimensional adhesive. Okay, we're on to another card, and you have to forgive me. I had to zoom out my camera. You're going to see the mess around my desk, but just for this portion here. For this second card, I'm going to be using the Martha Stewart Craft scoring board quite a bit, but I'm going to give you instructions on where you can score it if you don't have this board. So don't despair if you don't have it. I cut down some cardstock. This is 4 3/4 tall by 9 3/4 wide. And we're going to do a couple scoring lines. And just so you know, you can store your bone folder up here at the top in that little compartment. Okay, and I'm going to score at 4 3/4, so right here. And also at 5. Okay. And then I can just set this aside for a minute while I fold this. And this makes it so you can have a card that has a thicker spine. We're going to have a set of earrings on the inside, so there needs to be a little bit more room. Okay, to do some stamping for the front of the card, I'm going to take some removable adhesive, some strips of scrap paper. They're 1/2 inch wide each. And I'm just going to adhere them to the front of the card, making a border. Okay, and before I remove or do anything else, I'm just going to draw some lines with a pencil really lightly around. Okay, now I've got a stamp from Hero Arts. This is, let's see, what is it? Their large flower cling stamp. I'm going to squeeze the ink pad and get some of the ink on the top of the case. I already have a lot there, but that's okay. And I'm going to do a little bit of stuff with a blender pen. You can use a watercolor brush or anything like that as well. Okay, so after I've got my flower pretty much where I want it, I'm just going to take off these guides. Then I'm going to use a white pen. And I'm going to go around the outside with a dashed line. Okay. Now I'm going to stamp a sentiment right here, and it's going to say happy birthday. I'm just going to take this happy birthday that's right here from that same stamp set from the earlier card. And I know a lot of you probably cringe when I do this, but I'm going to cut these words apart. I can always mount them back together on the block later if I want, but for now I want them separate. I'll just stamp that down in the corner where I want it. But I'm hoping won't stick to any of the coloring I did on the flower, but we'll see. Oh, crap. Oh, that worked. I just blew really hard on it. trying to hold it straight. Got a little warped. Not too bad. Okay, so there's the front of the card. We're going to do an envelope inside that has earrings. Okay, now we're going to make the envelope. I have a piece of vellum here that's 4.5 by 4.5, and we're going to use the guide they have here. You can store it underneath. It just slides in like that. Okay, and then it comes in up here and it slips in really nicely. Okay, and I'm going to do, this is how you make their envelopes. You bring in the piece right here and have it all the way into this corner. And then you score at different points along here. And they have a guide up here for, you know, standard envelope sizes. But this is kind of my own size here, so I'm just doing my own way. I'm going to score it at, I believe, 1 3/4. And with vellum, you don't have to press too hard on these scoring boards. Okay, and then you just turn it, get it lined up again, and then 1 3/4. Once again, 1 3/4. And then the last time, I don't know how well you can see the scoring marks in this on camera, but I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut out these little triangles where it overlapped. And then I can just fold right on the scoring lines. Vellum doesn't like to fold, but once it's folded, it doesn't go anywhere. So just be careful to get it folded right on the scoring lines. Okay, so it's made this nice folder here, or not folder, but envelope. We're going to adhere that right on the inside, right here. And the way I'm going to get it so it ties closed or whatever is I'm going to use some string. By tying it in the back like this, we're going to tie it around, turn it over, and then, you know, you're going to crisscross it. Just like that. And while we have it there, I'm going to put a mini glue dot right there. I'm going to put another couple glue dots kind of right around it just to be sure. Okay. You can take the envelope, place it right in the center, press down so it sticks, and put mini glue dots underneath the corners as well. So you've got it like that. I've got some earrings I'm just going to slide in this envelope. Nice dangly ones. And I can close it just like that. And tie the ribbon. I'm going to leave plenty of string left over because I want the recipient to be able to retie that bow. Okay, so here's a little gift inside. And it's all closed up. Okay, if you're going to be making the vellum envelope but without the scoring board, this is what you're going to do. You're going to cut your 4.5-inch square piece of vellum, and then you're going to mark 2 inches from each side all the way around. So you're going to have 2 tick marks. And then you're going to connect the one on the left here with the one that's on the right over here. So you're going from opposite corners. And you're going to, instead of drawing with the pencil like I am here, you're going to be using a bone folder or a scoring blade or something like that. But you're just going to go around and connect them. You'll use a ruler for this, obviously. And then you can just use your scissors and go in and cut out those corners like I did and proceed from there. Okay, so we're on to the third card. This is a gift card holder, and we're going to decorate the front first. Cut down some white cardstock to 2 3/4 inches wide by 4 inches tall. I'm just going to decorate this first. I've got some pattern paper. This is from Sassafras. It's from their Monstrosity collection. This is from their 6x6 pad. Before I put on the ribbon, I'm going to do some stamping. I'm going to use that same stamp set, and this time I'm going to use the Congrats. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to add that ribbon, the same ribbon that we used on the first card. Okay, I'm going to take a black marker. This is a stamp marker from American Crafts. I'm just going to mimic those stitching lines that are in the ribbon down here at the bottom. Okay. I'm going to use the We Are Memory Keepers corner chomper up here at the top. Okay, so that's the beginning of the front of our card, but I'm going to do the inside first before I adhere it to the front. On the inside, what I have planned is this piece is going to go right in here, and I'm going to do a pocket at the bottom with this, and then the gift card will be able to slide it. So this is cut to, let me tell you, it's 4 inches tall by 3 3/4 inches wide. So 3 3/4 this way and 4 inches tall this way. And I have some pattern paper here. This is 6 inches wide and 2.5 inches tall. And you're going to take like a ruler or whatever, and you're going to make a couple marks so that you can draw a line on here so you can get the pocket made correctly. You're going to have a 1 1/2 inch pocket at the bottom. So I'm just going to do this and draw a line. It's easier with a T-square, but you can do that with just a regular ruler. Just make 2 marks and then connect it. Okay. And then you're going to make a scoring line right along that line. Yes, you don't necessarily have to mark it with a pencil. You can just score it straight from the beginning. Okay. And this is going to fold up and over. Okay, this short side is where we're going to put adhesive. And we needed that straight edge right there so that we could get the pocket in there straight. And just fold over. Okay, you're going to cut away this area right here. In fact, it's better if you do a little bit at an angle. I'm going to do that now. Okay, take your ruler once again and make more scoring marks right down there at the bottom. Okay, and that makes it so you can fold it over this way and have it be a perfect pocket. So I'm going to put the adhesive on these tabs. Fold them over. And then we can adhere it to the inside of the card. If you want an even stronger adhesive than this, in the two-piece store there's some of this super strong tape from Thermoweb. I haven't opened my package, so I'm not going to use that yet, but to adhere that down really well. And the gift card can go in just like that. I'm going to write a little "for you" right here. And I'll use that same American Crafts marker. Okay. Alright, and then we can adhere this to the front. So I'm going to use some dimensional adhesives. Okay, and then I'm going to just go around the outside with some white dashed lines, white stitching. Okay, so there's the last card. I'm going to show you what they all look like together. And there we go. There's the set of cards that have gifts inside or include a gift. And I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching, and please join us over at the message boards over at tubiesandabecca.com. If you have any questions on how to put any of these together, you can ask them there and I'll get to them as soon as I can. And you can also join in and make your own cards and put them in the gallery as well. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next month.